Hey douchebags, I'm Ronania. Today we're going to be reviewing the newest full-length LP from Woods. It's titled Strange to Explain. This is the band's 11th full-length LP with 11 tracks. The Woods expanded their discography with another lo-fi indie rock and psychedelic soul track with a lot of other subgenres included. This album definitely starts out strong with the track Next to You in the Sea. I really like the psychedelic instrumental and the synths. It really adds another layer to this track, and honestly, this track's pretty hypnotizing with its riveting drums that layer in after the start. It's just a pretty fun track. I think the track Where Do You Go When You Dream is also pretty strong. Instrumental on this track's pretty good, and the mix is pretty good on this track. But I think the 6 minute long track time does not pay to its favor, as the instrumental does get a bit repetitive as it is good, but some instrumentals don't have that extra layer, extra elevation to help it support the rest of the song, which I think this one definitely lacks from. I thought the track Before You Pass By was pretty poor by The Woods. I didn't enjoy the instrumental at all. It was pretty rugged and scratchy and overbearing. Definitely overbared the vocals on this track. They were very hard to hear. And one thing I did like about this track was the drum beat. It was pretty vigorous and nice. I thought the track Can't Get Out was definitely another misstep for The Woods on this album. I disliked the mixing a lot on this. Definitely struggled here with this whole entire album with mixing. They tend to mix the drums a bit too loud, where it makes it pretty hard to hear the vocals. And the vocals just aren't strong enough in the first place. And I also didn't really find anything promising in this track. The outro, they were trying to be different, but it didn't pay off. It sounds like a mess. I didn't really like this track at all. I think Strange to Explain, the title track, was pretty good. Um, nothing mind blowing or mind changing or influential about this song. I thought it was a pretty fun folk rock song and had a good beat, fun rock beat. I liked it. I thought The Void was another high point on this album. I really enjoyed the instrumental, from the trumpets to the wavy guitar. The song's just so fun and really enjoyable. I recommend listening to this one. I thought Just to Fell Asleep and Fell So Hard were two pretty well-rounded tracks with both great guitar melodies. Just overall pretty strong. I thought Light of Day and Be There Still were two pretty average tracks, but they both did have pretty playful, pretty fun instrumentals. Then we get to the final track of this LP, Weekend Wind. This is a 7 minute long restaurant music track. This doesn't do a good job of wrapping up the whole album. It's kind of stand out in a way that it doesn't belong in this kind of album. It sounds like restaurant music. It sounds like something you would find at like your grandma's Italian restaurant in your local neighborhood. Not a good way to wrap up this album at all. Overall, I thought this was a pretty consistent album from Woods. A lot of the instrumentals suffered from mixing issues. While they did have some creative ideas, a lot of the instrumentals did sound really similar to each other also. If you take a listen to this LP, you know what I'm talking about. There's no name recognition in a lot of these songs. A lot of them sound too similar to each other, with the same reverb on some guitars, with the same snare. Some of them have the same kick patterns. I think this LP needed some more sound to it. It's a bit too consistent in my opinion. I did like a lot of the songs, and by themselves, they're pretty enjoyable. But if you're listening to the album as a whole, it's too repetitive in my opinion. I'm gonna give this album a strong 6.9 out of 10. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like. Tell me what you guys want me to review in the comments below. And I'll see you motherfuckers later. Peace. Bye.